Now, from across the tri-states, this is KHQA Sports.
It is a rivalry renewed and a rivalry long overdue on the gridiron as Pittsfield-Grigsville-Perry comes to 10th and Jackson for a showdown with Quincy Notre Dame, your game of the week coming up on Friday. And part and parcel to that, we've got a trivia question for you. And it's sort of topical since Dalen Anders just ended up breaking his way over 300 yards just a couple of weeks ago. We want you to name all three of the Q&D running backs who've crossed the 300-yard threshold in a single game. If you know the answer, 217-222-6206, or you can check into our Facebook page for all the details on how to email that answer. We will draw a winner coming up tomorrow and announce it at 6 o'clock. Hey, it's soccer Civil War night, always fun when Quincy Notre Dame and Quincy High get together. It was also senior night for Zeke Little and the Raiders. Q&D in a bit of a slump of late. Quincy High coming off a strong showing at the Gateway Classic. Early on, both teams had chances. This, my friends, Blake Dittmer nearly breaking free, extricating himself from the defense, but couldn't get the shot past Zeke Little. Meanwhile, with 3 minutes left in the half, look at this, Cooper Reese with a back heel. He punches it off the post, and Quincy Notre Dame can't make it go. We'll look at it in slow motion. Cooper Reese just had close to punching home the go-ahead goal. We end the first half scoreless. In the second half, more to come. Quincy High taking the first shot at things as it would be Hunter Hosher breaking free. He can't go there. Aubrey Dissler can't punch it home. We're still scoreless. And then look at the cross right here from Evan Curran into Hunter Hosher. Looks like the Blue Devils have broken on top 1-0, but Evan Curran was ruled offside, so that goal was disallowed. Tyler Gerst at the other end standing up strong against the Q&D attack. Gerst playing keeper and playing it well for the Blue Devils as he gets the save. We're still scoreless until right now. Creating a little space right here. It's Mr. Dissler eventually going to create an opportunity for Mr. Longo to come free in front of the net. Michael Longo punches home the go-ahead goal. With about 20 minutes left in the first half, big celebration along the sidelines for Michael Longo, now sporting the unique-looking mohawk. Good for him and good for the Blue Devils. Interesting hair choice, but who am I to judge in that field? 7 minutes left in the ball game. How about the header right here? The difference maker is Tanner Zanger punches it home to tie this thing up, level the score at 1 apiece, and that is how we would stay, thanks to outstanding defense down the stretch by both teams. Check out the save right here by Zeke Little. Beautiful stuff to take away a surefire upper 90 goal. We're all tied up at 1 apiece, and that's how it ends. The Blue Devils and Raiders finish in a scoreless, or excuse me, a 1-score apiece tie, 1 apiece there. Also today, we've got soccer for you in Missouri. The Eagles of Southern Boone County coming into Canton trying to make some things happen. Highly ranked, 13-1 on the season, and here's why. Jacob Moore bending it like Beckham right there to put his team up 2-0 at that point. Canton was in for a war with a really good team, a team ranked as highly as #1 in the state at one point this season. Here comes Colin Lubert, though, doing his level best to keep this thing from getting out of hand. Did a great job in between the pipes all day long for the Tigers, but alas, Canton ends up losing a tough one today to that really good Southern Boone County team. 5-0 was your final there. Other scores to pass along on the docket for you today. In Beardstown, the Tigers fall to Springfield Lutheran 2-1. Beardstown now 8-7 on the season. In softball today, Clark County ends the regular season with a victory over South Shelby. Also, it was Knox County winning its 14th in a row. Lauren Dale with 3 RBIs as Knox County beats Canton 8-4. Louisiana with a huge day on the hill from Caitlin Van Hoosier, who has 12 strikeouts in the victory today. Highland gets a big win over Monroe City. Ashlyn Lay with a home run in that game. A 2-run jack as Highland beats Monroe City 11-1. Congratulations as well to Paul Cyphers with his 100th career victory as a coach. And it was Brookfield beating Mark Twain 8-2. We've got tennis as well. The tennis Civil War. Quincy High Q&D going at it. Sarah Boyd from Quincy High serving. Boyd puts both Q&D's Olivia Tracy and Abby Moore on the move here. And the hot smash from Boyd would end up getting her and her team the point at this point. Q&D now serving. It is Miss Abby Moore going to serve right at you right here. And Delaney O'Donnell with the return. This is going to be some beautiful stuff right here, but it's going to be smashed hard by Olivia Tracy. And Q&D getting back that point it had just lost to Sarah Boyd. Back and forth we'd go in this match. Just an absolute dandy today. Delaney O'Donnell serving for Quincy High and serving for the ace right here. Back the other direction, it is Miss Tracy serving, and Abby Moore, her teammate's going to make it stand up. Game number 1 went to Quincy High, went to Quincy Notre Dame 7-9. Game 2 to Quincy High 6-3. We had a 10-3 tie break to finish this thing. Amazing night. Quincy High ends up winning the thing, at least the doubles portion of this at number 1, but Quincy Notre Dame wins the match 6-3. So congratulations to the Raiders there. Volleyball tonight, Illini West a winner over Central in 3 games. We also have for you North Green knocking off Griggsville Perry 2-0. More for you there from the volleyball side of things, as Liberty is a 2-0 winner over Meridosha, 25-15, 25-9. Payson Seymour spoils pink night for the Unity Mustangs despite Claire Raby's better efforts. And for the second time in 3 days, Troy hands Hannibal a loss in spikes, this time in a regular season match, 25-15, 25-22. Holy Trinity takes care of business on the road, beating up on, in this particular case, Burlington Notre Dame. Nicole Wilkins leading the way there with 9 kills. Finally tonight, 2 days after signing his first active roster contract in the NFL, Quincy's own Jack Cornell is out of a job, at least for now. The Oakland Raiders waived Cornell today after activating him over the weekend to provide offensive line depth in the team's game with San Diego. Cornell had to be cut after joining the active roster to clear more roster space, but there's a possibility he could return to the Raiders practice squad if he does in fact clear waivers, or he could be claimed by somebody else. So another twist and turn in the Jack Cornell saga. That, my friends, is pro football trying to make it as a free agent, but we'll keep our fingers crossed.
But you always feel like there's at least one team out there that's going to need his services.
Well, and he's so versatile. He can play all 5 positions along the offensive line. So I think that bodes well for Jack, and obviously the Raiders like him a lot. They may bring him back. Other teams we know like him as well. So we'll see where it all shakes out. Again, we'll keep our fingers crossed for Jack.
All right, thanks, Chris.